Wow, that's rude. That's rude.
That's a great intro.
Anyway, take two, guys. This is.
Okay, never mind. Straight to take three.
Okay, Transcending Heavens, Altmile deck. So you saw the Sky Knight and the Aerial Divine Knight builds, and now the version 3 of the deck. Take it away. Oh, this time the owners actually profile in it, so.
Alright. Our starter is basically Resurgent Ideas. He's the new Brave starter and he enables most of your combos. Our deck relies mainly on Brave.
Oh, my leg.
And overall it just gets all your enabled abilities. It allows you to do toolboxing with cards and allows you to get those cards from your hand to the field as well as just bounce them back at the end of the turn. You know, just energize through the rest of the deck. Overall, really good main start to have.
And just to require Counter Blast.
Ironically, I actually would say it's better than Milius, due to the fact Milius is rarely used even though it's a counterblast cost, to call grade 2s, whilst there's still, even if you have a low hand, it gives you versatility, at least allows to even bounce perfect cards back to hand.
And it's abusable with a feature card.
Would you argue that Milius also lowers the amount of grade 2s in your deck?
It can, don't get me wrong, yes, it can lower the amount of grade 2s in decks, but also it's very rarely used. That's the only main problem. That's why I mainly see it. It's very rarely used as a main card. Other than that, we run 2 draw triggers. These are mainly for defensive purposes because you do run extremely low on hand, but it's still overall just to at least get to see him now and again, and even if it's damage check or drive check.
Do you ever feel like it conflicts with Brave?
It does conflict now and again, but the good thing is, since you're in a Margle, since you have it's a soul ability of all things, it can give you that extra bit of power you need just for that final turn push. It's actually very, very versatile. Standard 4 heals, doesn't matter what deck you run, it always run 4 heals.
Go on.
And finally we run, it doesn't matter how you run it, but we run 10 criticals, mainly for Bringer of Dreams, Belennis. Reason being, Altmile special critical trigger, as well as, even if you go into Brave State, you're still pleasant when you attack with your Vanguard because it goes to the soul and draws you extra cards to recover from that Brave State.
Yes.
So overall that is the trigger lineup and the starter.
On to ones?
On to ones.
Oh fuck, I'm a watermelon.
We ran free scouting out. Reason we run scouting out is basically as the expert stated, it's a brave focus deck. You run low on hand. This is basically that emergency contingency plan as a defense to what happens. The reason also, as we have Margle and Belennis earlier, is because of that Soul Blast cost is required for its use. So yeah, pretty much that's it.
Do you also find that Scouting Owl is also a target for retire?
It is. It's actually one of the biggest targets that threatens your opponent. And so, actually, I agree with. Yes, it is a very big target for retire, but it also forces your opponent to get rid of that card, so they can't. So it reduces their brave defense when they should be getting rid of key cards for the following turn. So yes, I do agree on that. The next one is Selim. He's this card's just changed everything with the new Royals. Reason being because he's a grade 2 in the deck, just making it much more searchable. So overall, it's a good card. 10k booster on Vanguard can be called from deck very easily, and as I said, it's great to. It's a grade 2 Elston deck, so it combos with all the main cards like old ones like Gablade and your grade 2 superior call cards. Next we run 3 Shredded Whiz. And reason being we only run 3 is because I say we barely stride enough, barely, the max I've ever thrown in this deck is like 3, probably max. But it's just because how much power plays input which you can get from the deck. It's just phenomenal. Even how little stride you can.
It's also to make sure you ride into Altmile.
Yeah. The reason we run
anything.
Yeah, it's mainly just to secure that Altmile. Don't get me wrong, but
the deck does die without Altmile.
Even if you don't stride, your Gem Break 2 is just phenomenally powerful because it's making
an Altmile deck without a big Altmile.
Yes.
And then finally we just run the new Brave Perfect cards. Reason being, when you're in low in hand, you can use this as an offensive card and then just return to hand, just constantly you go with that. As well as since we're in a lot of Brave cards, it's very easily searchable to get the board.
Birdie.
So yeah, that's basically it for the grade 1s. For grade 2s, we ran 4 Shingal. Shingal, because as much as I like Fragments, don't get me wrong, it's just another target for the other cards. It's easy to spirit call from deck, very easy to get out, and it's just you can just combo so much with certain cards. Other than that, if it hits, you just counterblast 1. And then at the other end of the turn, you could just draw 1 card, doesn't matter if it's remaining on board or not. So overall, it does actually provide quite a bit of pressure. Next card, Mr. DP will talk about, is Hope Song Angel.
Okay, he's fucking OP because he can spirit call any break from the deck for Grand Plus 1, Star Plus 1, non-gen break. They banned Sword Me and released this piece of shit.
They may have banned Sword Me, but it is limited. Don't get me wrong, you've only got like what, 2-3 targets at max.
Any grade.
Yes, but they have to be in Brave state.
Any grade.
It's fine. It's a very strong card, don't get me wrong, but it does have its limitations at some points.
The only thing, fair enough, it's 8k. Like, if it was 9k, I would just fucking burn them all. So nobody could have them.
But yeah, overall, Hope Song Angel, I really like. A lot of people like Violinist, don't get me wrong. It's still another really good Spartan card. But if you're focusing on a Brave variant deck, you best run Hope Song because you got a lot more versatility in the whole deck other than just a certain line. That's why.
Yes, and plus you can't compete with a soul.
Yeah.
With both of them. So,
yeah. The last card we run is a brand new version of Knight of Twin Sword. It's got a good. The Brave ability is pretty decent, 12k on both players' turns, as well as when you spirit call a unit. Yes, you have to pay an additional discard cost, but that unit call gains an additional 2k, and it doesn't need to be boosted. Overall, just very fast and very strong, so decent. Really good to run. Also, again, as stated before, Hope Song can search it. Plain and simple.
Yeah, because why not?
Next batch of cards, we run 3 Model Knight Orhan. The reason we run this as our backup, compared to like other big cards like Sanctuary Guard Dragon and such, is because it's basically you're not focusing on the Gem Break 1 ability. You're mainly focusing on that Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1 when you ride it ability. Just some fact, it searches out any Brave unit in the top 5 cards and you just add it to your hand.
What are you talking about?
Well, why don't you play the other grade 3 which works on Rearguard Circle as well as the
as I just said, it's mainly because of that on-ride ability. Yes, the Rearguard one does have more pressure in terms of thing, but if it's your backup and you ride it, it's not got to deal that much pressure. As well as with this, when you ride it, you at least search in your deck for more utility cards that you can use. Because there's Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, check top 5 for a Brave card, and roughly 8% of your deck is Brave. So yeah, overall, that's it. And then we just run the main guy of the deck for Blue Sky Knight's Altmile, and it's never complete without 1 waifu, I'll say that. Plain and simple. Altmile's literally the main bread and butter focus.
Glare. No, glare.
Main focus of the deck. He's real strong. Even if you do not stride, you still got a very strong Gem Break 2. You don't focus on the main stride ability, and the Gem Break 2 is just like I say mini form of his other abilities, but it's a bigger form now and again. It all depends on how you use it.
Okay, yeah.
Finally, we get into the part Mr. DP actually wants to see more than anything, and that's the G zone.
Yep.
We went one Gabblade, still a really good first turn stride,
Yeah.
but I don't see myself using it that much unless I'm very, very bad on the board. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
If I'm low on board, I'll go into this just for a bit of pressure to get my board back up. Nothing much, nothing special. It's been here since set 1. It's hard to get rid of, let's say that, because it's very versatile. Traditional, St. Blow Dragon, back from set 1 again. Very, very powerful card. It's just it's mainly just for that free, massive power boost and critical swing for basically no cost. Still very strong. I would say I would want to swap it out, but there's literally nothing too brilliant to even replace them yet. We run also now, as always, and I doubt this will ever leave the mount, 4 Aerial Divine Knight Altmile. First stride usually, if you've got a dominant board. Overall, fantastic. Overall, it's just very strong. Free K to front board, yes, and then after that, just call more units on the second stride if you've been, hurt by crippled by a control deck or something like that. Still really strong.
It's just blast
Oh, sorry, I thought you said hurt by cripples.
And the final card, Transcending the Heavens Altmile. I will admit this myself, I have really, really used this card. It gets that the game mainly ends by the time I strike the second Aerial Altmile.
So what he's saying is, don't bother wasting 35 quid on it.
I'm saying is, you don't need that 2 or more if anyone's thinking that. 1 is like the perfect numbers because it's at that point in the game where when your opponent thinks, alright, I've gotten to that point. I gotta bring out all I got, and then this is my last push, and it hits a lot harder than any other card in the deck since of the 8k boost.
Alright.
To the whole front row.
Any final comments on the deck?
Final comments, I would say nothing else, but all I'd say is that if you ever get the deck, you must always make sure you get the matching pair always together with it.
It's the reason why you pick New Nectar and not Ripple.
Pretty much.
Oh, banana!
But yeah, overall, the deck's strong. It's pretty freaking fast, I'll give it that, for a deck that doesn't have much draw power.
Would you say it's a counter to Ripple?
Grade 2, I would honestly wish I could say that, but the grade 2 game Ripple's got is freaking dumb. Plain and simple.
Would you say Ripple's good?
No.
Would you ever consider trading your deck for Ripples?
Bugger off.
Have you ever
I think that formally concludes the deck profile.
But yeah, other than that, that's basically everything.
I hope you enjoyed this. We will probably have a game with this featuring fairly soon. So stay tuned for that, guys. On that,
Stay tuned for more.
no, I'm not having cats on my channel. Alright, bye guys.